defining socialism beyond common misconceptions. Socialism represents a diverse spectrum of economic and social systems. At its core lies social ownership or control over the means of production. This contrasts with capitalism's emphasis on private ownership. Socialism seeks to create a more equitable society. It encompasses a wide range of interpretations. From democratic socialism to revolutionary socialism, the nuances within socialist thought are vast. Socialism is a dynamic ideology that has evolved over time. Despite its diverse manifestations, certain core principles underpin most socialist ideologies. These include social justice, economic equality, and worker empowerment. By collectively owning resources, society can ensure access to essential goods and services. The objective of creating a fairer society remains central to socialist thought. The allure of socialism. Promises of equality and progress. Socialism's enduring appeal lies in its promise of a more equitable and just society. By advocating for the redistribution of wealth and resources, socialism seeks to address the stark inequalities that often characterize capitalist systems. It envisions a world where everyone has equal access to essential services such as healthcare, education, and housing, regardless of their socioeconomic background. Throughout history, socialist ideas have inspired numerous social movements and political revolutions. From the labor movements of the 19th century to the anti-colonial struggles of the 20th century, socialism has provided a powerful framework for challenging exploitation and demanding social justice. The rise of socialist parties and the implementation of socialist policies in many parts of the world stand as a testament to the enduring allure of its ideals. One of the most significant achievements attributed to socialist principles is the development of robust social safety nets in many countries. By advocating for government intervention in areas such as healthcare, education, and social security, socialist movements have played a pivotal role in creating societies where citizens are protected from the vagaries of the market and have access to essential services. These social safety nets have been instrumental in reducing poverty, improving health outcomes, and enhancing social mobility. Moreover, socialism's emphasis on worker empowerment has led to significant improvements in working conditions and labor rights. By advocating for collective bargaining, workplace democracy, and worker ownership, socialist movements have helped to empower workers and give them a greater say in their working lives. From the establishment of minimum wage laws to the right to form unions, many of the labor rights we take for granted today can be traced back to the struggles of socialist activists and trade unionists. Navigating the challenges, economic efficiency, and individual liberty. Despite its lofty ideals and historical achievements, socialism has also faced significant criticisms and challenges. One of the most persistent criticisms leveled against socialism is that it stifles economic efficiency and innovation. Critics argue that by removing the incentives of private property and profit, socialism disincentivizes hard work, risk-taking, and entrepreneurialism, leading to economic stagnation. Another major challenge facing socialism is the potential for government overreach and the erosion of individual liberty. Critics argue that by concentrating too much power in the hands of the state, socialism can lead to authoritarianism and the suppression of individual rights. They point to historical examples of socialist regimes that have devolved into dictatorships and violated the human rights of their citizens as evidence of the dangers of unchecked state power. Furthermore, critics argue that socialism's emphasis on collectivism can stifle individual creativity and expression. They contend that by prioritizing the needs of the group over the desires of the individual, socialism can lead to a stifling conformity and a suppression of dissenting voices. They believe that a vibrant and dynamic society requires a diversity of perspectives and a respect for individual autonomy. The challenge for socialists is to find a way to balance the pursuit of social justice and economic equality with the preservation of individual liberty and economic efficiency. This requires a nuanced and pragmatic approach that recognizes the complexities of human nature and the limitations of any single ideology. By embracing democratic principles, fostering a culture of dialogue and dissent, and encouraging individual initiative within a framework of social responsibility, socialists can strive to create a society that is both prosperous and just.